Such feelings coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, have the sun in my eyes, and I can't help but feel like it's a dream. Quite the intro, huh? Well, it's been a long time, yet again. Dip with me, huh? Well, shoot. Where do we begin? We have, as you see, Halloween stuff, and vacation stuff, and flea market stuff, and there's even more stuff in the house that I just didn't feel like dragging out here for this. But don't you worry, your pretty little heads. We'll be going in the house after all this is unpacked. I wanted to do this before it got too dark, because it's a nice day, and I figured, well, we'd have the natural light. And I just cleaned this porch probably about a week or two ago. As you can see, nice and clean. So, like, because it's outside and all, with the car fumes and just the dirt and debris and not coming out here all the time, like I should, I guess, as all this nice, newish-like furniture sits dormant as it is. Well, what happens when things aren't used? Especially things that are outside, well, they tend to get dirty. So I gave it a good old clean-a-rooney, and here we are. So, let's see here. I guess we'll start off with the stuff I got for on vacation, which is all this stuff. And it's a little hard to do a point of view, being that they're all tied up. I forgot to untie them all, but hey, we'll direct the camera towards my way. Alright, here we go. Don't you love that? Just as soon as I start recording, cars are coming up and down the road, motorcycles in the distance, and trucks, kids yelling and screaming, all that fun stuff. Oh no, my head's cut. Let's bring that up towards my way a little more. And it combed my hair out. So, like, after a shower, I like to comb my hair while it's wet, like really wet, you know, like all combed back and all, like a businessman. And then I do like a second combing when it's still like not even like somewhat damp, but pretty dry. And I do that, and look at it, it's like a mess. Look at this. I look crazy. Am I crazy? Maybe. Okay. Before it gets any later, I have to go and turn the perch on. Let's begin with all this stuff. Alright. Very first stuff. Well, stuff. Things I inquired. Boardwalk. You know, I can't not come home with anything like this. You'll see in just a second. It's a mushroom. And, wait, there's another. Can't have one with the other. And so we got a boy mushroom and a girl mushroom. And there was all other sorts of mushrooms, big and small. Different colors, different expressions, but I don't need all of them. Nor do I need any of them all, but I got myself. So we got this one, and we got that one. And out of all the teeny tiny little mushrooms there were, I found the crown jewel of factory mishaps. Yeah, now that's a keeper. I was going to say that's a special one, but yeah, it is. It's a special one, it's a keeper, all that stuff. They darn did messed up on his face, but you know, why didn't they put the faces up on top? I guess because of all the polka dots and stuff, but I don't know, I think that makes sense, right? We got that one, and then we got not one, two, but three little rubber duckies. We got the burger duck, which there was actually only one, and here's me in my like late 20s digging through a giant plastic container full of rubber duckies. while all these little kids and stuff are walking by me. You know what? I don't care, because no matter how old I get, I'll always be a child, at least on the inside, and without acting too strange, right? But who says I can't have rubber duckies? And I'm a paying customer, so why can't I look through them to find the bestest duck to take home with me from Maryland? And I found this jewel burger duck. Yeah, he was the only one I found. And there's 2 identical shops on the boardwalk. When I was growing up, I always called them the shell shop, because, you know, they sell shells, and it's a shop. And I still call it the shell shop, but it's actually the gift shop. But out of all little ducks I went through, and I mean all of them, from the bottom of the bin to the very top, I did not find another burger duck, so this was the only one I found. And then there's these 2. Now, both shops had these ducks where they were both black and white, like kind of like a ink splatter type look. But this was the only one I found that I thought was the most unique-est of the bunch. And then as for this one, a lot of them had like a tie-dye effect, almost like this. But, you know, instead of black and white, it was, well, purple. And this was the only one I found with like this airbrush effect, where it's just a little pink ducky, but it has like a purple sheen to it. So I thought those were quite unique. Oh, and so there is a more point of view. I mean, I think you could pretty much see everything very crisp and clear, but I'm going to set it all up just so you could see it all after the fact, if that's what you guys are into. Oh, and if you're wondering how much everything was, as you know me, I like my numbers, how much like anyone, I guess, nowadays. Gotta watch those digits. So the mushrooms were $6.99 each, and a little itty bitty mushroom, same thing for, well, the ducks. Little mushrooms were like, what were they? 99 cents, so $1, so 7, $4, yeah. 14 plus 4, so like $18 for like 20, almost 20 bucks for all that. But hey, it's only once a year, right? And then we got this guy. And these squishy froggies. I took, instead of the typical green frog, I took the black frog with the black, black spots, black frog with the red spots and stuff. He was $4.99. Yep, $4.99, $5. Even got the receipts yet. We got this again when I was really little. There's a shop that's on the board. I mean, it could have been the shell shops, but it could have also been this one shop that has like jewelry and stuff on the boardwalk. And actually, there's a couple of jewelry stores, but I think it's by Mr. Duck's. There's a Mr. Duck shop on the boardwalk, and then there's a jewelry shop right next to it on the right. And they have these little bins around these jewelry showcases that when I was growing up, they had a bunch of these little turtles with little bobbleheads. Now they have a bunch of little ducks, you know, because of the rubber duck trend that's going on currently in Maryland. But I found this one. This, again, going through both shops and etc., etc. This was the only one in lavender I found. All the other turtles were either just purple, like dark purple, pink, blue, green, all the colors of the rainbow, except for this little lavender one. So I found that one. Sorry if I'm not looking in the lens directly at you the whole time, or just looking at myself like I'm looking in the mirror. I haven't been making any videos as of recently, so kind of camera shy. No, I'm on camera, you know. Then we got these things wrapped in paper. Oh yeah, and the turtle was 99 cents. Let's see. Let's see what I got. I mean, I kind of remember what I got, but not quite. So this is for a good friend of mine. Her name is Rose. And she's a very good, I feel like I'm having a stroke. She's a very big Disney fan, at least with all the princesses and stuff like that. She loves Ariel. Loves her. But I couldn't really find anything Ariel related on the boardwalk. Well, what is Ariel? A mermaid. Well, I found this mermaid at the shell shop, and I plan to give her a repaint. Now, not a full repaint where I have to paint the skin and give her new facial features. I'm pretty much just gonna repaint the hair, the shell bra, and, well, her tail. You know, all the Ariel type colors. So I figured that would be something unique from me to her. So not only does she get a very overly priced and chintzy souvenir from the beach, but it's also going to be somewhat customly done by me for her. So I thought that would be nice. Every year, I want one of these, or at least similar ones. But this was like the cutest thing I've seen, and I had to have it along with everything else. Oh, and that was like $10, $9.99 to be specific, and this was $12.99, but totally worth it. It's a little sandpiper, one of my favorite birds on the boardwalk, along with the seagulls, the flying rats with wings. Now this one's like a defect. The wood's split and all, and that's pretty much why I had to have it. The bird, because of how he's, I mean, a bunch of them, they had ones where they were turned like this, and then they had ones where they were looking straight on. But that would just be too boring. It's just straight, like a bookend. I want a little pizzazz when where its head turned tilted to the side. It's like it has a little bit more life to it, even though it's just a solid thing. You know, it's not real and all. But I like this one. Head's turned, so it looks like he's like looking around, and the wood's split, which makes it unique, one of a kind. For as one of a kind as something from the shell shop can be. We got that. What's next? I don't even know what's in there. I guess we'll move on to this. Well, I'm trying to go in order with what I got and from where. So that was like the first of the things. That was that. Well, this actually is a good thing. You get to open all of it, so I can just dive right in. That's that. No worries, we're getting there. No. No. Making discoveries one at a time. Okay. So after I got that stuff, what was next? It's actually a good thing it's getting dark, because one of the things I got lights up. Actually, two of the things, but I don't have it outlet out here, so I won't be able to see that all lit up. Okay. Not entirely sure what was what after all of that. That was at the beginning of my stay at the beach. So I'm just gonna go off on a whim and say maybe this was next. Got the receipt, always good, even though most of these places, once you buy it, that's it, no refunds. But hey, it's always good to have those, right? So in one of the shops on the boardwalk, I know I'm gonna keep saying on the boardwalk, what was I say? They had these ducks, much like the ducks I got, separately, of course, like these. It's right here. And then I went to one of these places, and I got basically a whole stock. This. I got a whole stock bag of little yellow rubber duckies with different little knitted hats and pom-pom balls for little, you know, pom-pom. Look at that. And you know what? I'm probably never going to open it. This is going to be my bag of ducks. You don't go thinking dirty there. I know what you're thinking I probably could have just said, but no. My bag of ducks. This is not Spencer's. This is for all ages. Not that I'm going to tell you all right now, and YouTube too. I really don't care. Everybody should have an opinion on anything and everything. And you should know better if you're coming to my channel, especially if Jamie was here. Boy, the mouth on him would make any of your grandmas fall on the floor. Turn over. But, with a mouth like his. But, yeah. Him and his dirty mind. But don't we all? Especially nowadays, how everything is. But, yep, got a bag of little rubber duckies, little yellow rubber duckies with knitted hats. So, I got this cute little bag. Let's see. And then from there, as I continue to get bit up, then I just have a bag. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sorry, I got a lot to go over. I got this, which I'm on the fence with giving it to my mom or keeping for myself, but I don't use purses. I just always felt like they were just too big and bulky no matter the size. And then my mom, I've been getting her purses for the last 5 years or so, just for her to put them away in her closet and to never see the light of day again. But whatever happens is I picked up this really cute purse from the gift shop, Ducky Style. And yeah, I know, I was just talking dirty. But no, that's literally the name of the shop, Ducky Style. It's a little, what is it, a little bulldog riding on a surfboard. So, surfing on a surfboard. But yeah, I thought this was really cute. The band, or the straps are in the purse, but yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and the rubber ducks, you know, gotta keep up with those prices. I'm not calculating all this, by the way. I only have one phone, which is my camera currently, but just for your references, this bag of ducks cost me a whopping $12.99. And this purse, how much was it? $54.99. So we got that. And what's next? I believe to say it was in this bag. That was next. So, saw these pants on the boardwalk. Again, the boardwalk, I know. Sorry. Okay, everything boardwalk. But, I mean, there was some shops off the boardwalk, and this is one of them. Sorry. So, on the boardwalk, there was these pants I've seen a few times. And I really liked them, but it was one of those things where it's like, I don't know. Pretty costly, right? Despite me already spending an arm and a leg like I have on everything here. But I'd rather spend an arm and a leg on a bunch of things than just one thing. Well, again, depending on what it is. Is it really worth it, you know? So, on the, you know what, they were asking $40 for these. Well, there was one shop off the boardwalk that was only asking $26. And they don't have sizes on them, but you kind of just go by, well, I guess depending on how big they look. And I could automatically tell what ones were actually small and what ones were large. Or, yeah, larges and all that. And they had a changing room too. So before I bought them, again, a lot of shops at the beach, once you buy it, it's yours. Much like an antique store, once you buy it, there's no refunds. That's it. It's yours for life, or whatever else you plan to do with it afterwards. So you better believe your biscuits that I tried these on before buying them. Because there was a pair that, you know, obviously looked small. And then there was the pair that was big. Actually, it was $26.95 to be exact. Oh, forgot there was stuff behind me. Wouldn't that have been a video? Dying on all my stuff. And what a mess that would be. But, you got these really wicked looking pants. I thought they were pretty cool. They're very airy. They're tie-dye, and they have mushrooms all over them. We got, yellow, green, blue, and red, and white. So, got all the colors, except purple. But I thought they were, like, super cute. I'm very excited to wear them. I didn't wear them at the beach, unfortunately, but next year for sure I will be taking them with me to wear. Yeah, there is a tag, but it doesn't say, doesn't have a size, but just by the waistband, or well, I guess the stock of the pants or the hangers they had them on, there was ones that looked, they were visually small, and then this is large. And they have pockets, because I have these very flowy polka dotted pants, black with white polka dotted pants from Boscov's. I got a few years back, and they don't have pockets, but these do. And then at that same shop, I got some jewelry. I got, if I can get it, I got this necklace. And I got this necklace. So this is a lupus stone with a little seashell charm for $12.99. And then I got this old wise looking moon with the sun and the stars for I don't even know. I'm assuming it was about the same amount for this, or maybe it was less. I think it was like $9.99. It's a what does that say? Windblown. Since ancient times, people have respected the forces of nature, seeing diversity in Mother Earth, the sun, the moon, in all life. The creative energies of the universe are represented by celestial bodies personified as feminine and masculine and honored in rituals celebrating cycles of the year. I'm gonna be honest, I know I sound stupid, maybe a little insulting to some, but I don't know what any of that means, but I do like the necklace. But I am a really big fan of stuff like that, but I wish I just a little more into it. Yeah, I'm one of those typical people. Oh, I bought it because I liked the way it looked, but I didn't know, I didn't know the deeper meaning behind it all, I guess that's why I can never see myself going into one of those fancy art museums where, there's a big dot on the canvas for like $1 million or $1.1 million, something silly like that. And it's starting to get dark. Gosh darn it. Next on the chopping block is this, which was a whopping, oh, yeah, it was like, I was close, $9.99, it was $9.95. This was $65, hand painted by an artisan at the beach, I'm assuming, and hopefully anyone that goes to the beach knows what this is. If you don't, you're living under a rock. Isn't that cool? I seen it and I had to have it. Now they had shirts and hoodies and all that jazz, but I'm like, am I ever gonna wear it? Because I'm gonna hate to ruin it if I do, and it's just gonna sit dormant in my closet. Or should I actually get something that was, well, made by someone? No, well, that wasn't what's going through my head, but something I can actually display and actually get enjoyment out of, versus a shirt hanging up in the closet for all eternity. And this was actually hand painted by someone, same person that did all this other art as well, which actually you'll see in the video I'm going to upload with me walking around the boardwalk and stuff. And this is one of the pieces I got, the iconic bat. Now, this isn't for me, even though I think it's cool, but I might. My Marinley got this for Jamie, so this is a gift for him. I'm not sure when I want to give it to him, whether that be his birthday or for Christmas, but I'm thinking maybe Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Okay. Don't worry, I'll turn on the porch light in a minute here. But what else do we got? Oh yeah. Got a bunch of scrunchies that costed me total a whopping $26.45. Now you're probably thinking, whoa, how many of them to get? Well, again, it's the beach, and this was off the boardwalk. They were $4.99 each, $5 basically a piece. But that's not really too far-fetched. I mean, you go to your local Claire's in the mall or whatever, and they charge an arm and a leg for scrunchies and headbands and stuff like that. You know, the most basicest ones too. If you're just like in a very, like, one in a solid color. At least, well, appear to be all hand done, and they're all different and fun and creative in their own way. Actually, I'm going to turn on the light now because it's getting hard to see. Well, maybe for you guys, but not for me. There we go. Getting bit alive by the mosquitoes, but that's okay. Let's see what we got here. We got this one, which is 2 different colors if you flip it. We got this rainbow one, again, 2 different sides. Got this one, which is like blue and stuff. Got this one, whoops, which has a lot of orange. And this one, well, yeah, orange and stuff too. These ones all kind of remind me of those rounded rugs your grandparents would have, or still do have, which you would get like from the Amish and stuff. When I was a kid, if I had like toy cars, I'd run around the rug. But this is what that one reminds me of, because my grandma had one similar to these colors. And this one's like a Thanksgiving-y one, and a Halloween-y one. That's it for that. What's that noise? Boy, neighbors are making a ruckus. And then, again, these are for Jamie, for who knows when. We got a crocodile magnet, which I don't really think has anything to do with Maryland, because that would be more of a Florida thing, but hey. And then we got a frog with a little bug on its tongue, and the alligator has a fish. And then this is more for me, Maryland. It's a little shell stuff in it, and it has a little Ocean City, Maryland thing in it, so you know it's from Maryland, you know, not just a shell magnet from anywhere. These were $3.99 each, and this was $4.99. But you buy 3, you get you buy 3 for like 10 or whatever. So I guess that's what these were, I think. Yeah. We got those. And then we got this. Grow your own hermit crab. I think that's pretty cool. They had one in blue and pink, but I went with orange. Kind of reminded me of the creamsicle swirl ice cream at the at Dumpster Ice Cream. So that's kind of why I went with that color choice. It's one of my favorite ice creams to get on the boardwalk with rainbow sprinkles. And I got this stone carved into a shark on a rock. And grow your own hermit crab was $2.99, and the shark was $9.99, of course. And what else? Oh yeah. And then we went to this indoor like flea market or whatever it was. It wasn't an antique store, like indoor flea market by like one guy, and it was called Dave's Treasures. And I wanted to go there for the longest time, but we just never would make it. Either getting to Maryland, it just would be 1 hour too late, or leaving, it would just be more trouble than it's worth to go over there. We finally did this time. Probably won't go back. It's one of those places where it just seems like they're always just going to have the same thing. But I did find at least 2 treasures, and I said we could take $1 for it, and he did. I didn't think that was too bad. So I washed this guy. It was pretty dirty. You know, he had like those dirt stains, like something that's kind of spilled on him here and there, splattered, and it was just kind of embedded in his fuzz. I gave him a quick wash. So we got a little stuffed crab, and we got a rubbery type snail. Call him Larry. You know, like Gary and Larry. And that's it for the stuff I got at the beach, besides the seashells and stuff as I show you up here. Oh, and this guy. How could I forget this guy? Jamie finally bought me one. This is Sonny the Seagull with the fry in the mouth. See? Sonny the Seagull. He was $26.99, which isn't too bad. Especially if people dumping all their money into those claw machines. I mean, for the amount of money they put in the machine and not winning anything at the end of the day, you might as well just buy one of these bad boys, you know. I got myself a seagull. And, yeah, that's about it for all the stuff I got at Maryland. Oh, wait, no, not yet. Sorry, I keep jumping the gun. I forgot there is one more thing. Now this might seem a bit goofy, but like I said, I don't care. I'm not actually going to be using it for the purpose of what it's intended for. Because again, I'm not that small of a child, but does anyone know where this is going? Well, I don't know about this, but maybe to strain your pasta. That's about it. So yeah, I bought myself some plastic fish. What about it? For like, what was it, $5? $4.99. You know, Pacific. But there was a shop by the motel we stayed at last year that I went to, and it looked like they rearranged and everything, but it still looks as though nothing really sold. It's like a gift shop slash consignment shop, because they have like old stuff there too, and they have broken stuff, and they're still asking the same value for it as though it was brand spanking new. But hey. But they had these plastic fishies with the fishing pole and all that, you know, the magnet fish, sitting in these packages for who knows how long. They appear to be pretty old, faded maybe even, and I'm not sure if any actually really sold, but it looked like the same amount from the last time I seen when they were in the window, and now they're pushed in the back with everything, like all the kids stuff, and I finally broke down and bought one. You know why? Because all I really wanted was the plastic fish in it. And what am I going to do with all those plastic fish? I was thinking about putting them in a jar or something. Just, I don't know. Something. I don't know. Just fill that empty void in me of when I actually had one of these. But, now that is it. That is it from the beach. Besides the shells we'll get to in a bit here. Or in the next video. Might not all be at this at once because I am getting bit up by mosquitoes. But let's do a point of view of all this so you get I guess a better look at it if you haven't already, and then I'll direct you to the stuff behind you too and tell you about that, and then I'm probably gonna take this stuff in and go through it with you guys, so let's do that. Yeah. There's my bag of rubber ducks. Snail. Crab. The magnets. Scrunchies. Ooh. The purse. Shark. Hermit crab. Plastic fishies. Jewelry. This guy. And this is the artist, by the way, if you can make that out. Mushrooms. His face is getting all covered up by those receipts. Sandpiper. And now, I guess, moving on to all this stuff behind you. I got this guy from, if I could get to his thing, Big Lots for $26.99. I got all of this, you see, at the flea market. And now you're probably wondering, what the heck? What is that? That's not Halloween related. Trust me. Grimace, he's a monster. Oh, he turned off. And I always thought he was kind of creepy, so yes, he is Halloween related. Got a Chalkware burger bank, a little plastic Grimace toy, 1985. Very unique pumpkin blow mold, where it's up by the stem, you know, as though it was at his nose versus the top of him, or the front of the pumpkin. A little vampire ghost, the Scooby-Doo ghost. Now, I thought this was pretty new, and they have them online, brand new in the box, with like Velma, and then all the other characters come with a monster too, in separate boxes. And it's not a date on the box or anything like that, but what I could find online is that these toys were produced back in like 2000 to 2002, so he's from the early 2000s, so he's considered old. Got a spooky cat. Got this guy. It's a Chalkware bank. Where's the hole? I'm gonna have to get it, ain't I? Let's see here. There it is, right behind him. It's a Chalkware bank. A little kitty cat on it. We got skeletons. I never ever found a little plastic skeleton like this. It's always the big ones. Ooh, this is hard doing one-handed. Don't break on me. There we go. And he turns on. See? He's in one piece and everything too. Outstanding. Now we got a paper one. A little rough for wear, but still cool. It's gonna get dark here. But I will guide you to the light once more. Ugh, mosquitoes attacking me. Ah. Alright. We got this guy. I picked up at the grocery store, actually. And what you see wrong with this tie, what does that say? Dog on pumpkin. Last time I checked, that's more like a cat. Especially with the ears. And that's not very accurate either. It wouldn't have its ears if it was dead. But hey, at least you know it's a cat, right? But I don't think the manufacturers knew that because they put dog. And I got this also from the Big Lots. He was, what, $29.99. So we got him and him. And he was $8.99. Like these prices, do you? He was included with a plushie that I got, so he was pretty much free. The pumpkin, he was $20. The cat, $20. So $40. The ghost, $1. The burger and the Grimace, I think the burger was probably $5. The Grimace, $1. So $2. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. I picked them up off of someone from Marketplace just the other day for $20. I think he was $5. He was $1. And yeah, so these two guys were from the same seller. These two are from the same seller. The burger and him from the same seller. And him, just him. And same thing for the ghost. And yeah, that's my call to go inside and continue the rest from there. 'Cause I am getting bit up. Oh. Ah, time to go in. Now that everything's been pretty much put back before I get it bit up anymore. Well, you've probably seen this, and I just didn't say anything because I was literally getting bit alive. But this is from Spooky Town. I got this for Jamie. Was $12.99. Only paid, I think, $5 for it at Michael's. I didn't know if he'd like it all that much because of the big, bold, newish looking letters. It says come in and crave up a good time. Or grave up a good time, something like that. He's holding a candy bowl, but got the skeleton sitting on top of the gravestone. You got the little jack-o'-lantern and the little black kitty cat on the side, so I don't know. That was something cute. Oh, and, well, this is room 2. This, that. What isn't his is basically the pumpkin blow mold and that. Moving on. I didn't forget about the seashells. They'll just have to be for another day. Because I got one too many things to still yet to show you. I don't even know. I'm all over the place. So, I recently went to, what is it? I don't know why I keep thinking about Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. And I found these. Finally got one of the spooky ghost pillows. I don't know what other colors they come in besides, what is it, white and, what is it, green? Do they come in purple and yellow too? But whatever the case might be, I got one in pink. And I got this really cute looking pumpkin pillow. Kind of reminds me of the Pillsbury Doughboy sugar cookies. Remember back in the day when they came like in like a almost like sausage pack? I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. It looked like a sausage. You know? One big sausage, and you had to like cut them up. And some might have been too thin and too thick and whatever else, but they still came out pretty good. As they still do. But they're one of my favorites, and this is what it kind of reminds me of. Those cookies. And I got the fuzzy ghost. Moving on. I got these. It's a bucket with pumpkins. Was it to say a bucket full of pumpkins? I mean, that's what it would be, but, you know. For the ghost pillow and the pumpkin pillow, I think they were like going off on a whim here because I don't got the receipt. And well, yeah, the prices won't. I think they were like $12 and $16.99 each, and then this doesn't have it anywhere. I think it's on the bottom. I think this was like $39.99. You got the yellow pumpkin, the green, the orange and the green pumpkin, the little leaves. I just thought it was really cute. So my grandma had this, what was it, like this chalkware vase, because it wasn't really a bucket. It was like a big vase. And it was like brown and gold, and it had a bunch of fruits, all on the top of it in different colors. And throughout the years, it got pretty beat. And then she wanted me to repaint it, and I did a terrible job, but she still sucked to keep it. And it just kept getting more and more beat here and there. Like, you know, it was very top heavy, very tipsy. Had one too many drinks over the years, and the cats would constantly be knocking it over, or people be bumping into it, and then eventually we ended up just throwing it right in the trash. There was nothing left to it. A lot of the fruit and stuff were broken off, so it was just big holes. It was chalkware, you know. You really weren't going to fix it unless it was minor, or you sent it away, but it really wasn't worth doing anything with it. And it's kind of what that reminded me of. But with pumpkins, so even better. Because I don't really like fruit. I like my veggies. Or should I say, currently love steamed broccoli, green beans, peas, Brussels sprouts. I used to like asparagus, and not because it makes your urine smell weird. It's a little chewy. I don't know, a little too chewy. I used to like sugar snap peas, but I overdid it. So not so much anymore. Carrots, of course. Corn, not so much. Peas are way better. And spinach, I never really tried it. Popeye always made it look really good. I mean, if I like vegetables, I should like it too, right? Cabbage, of course. You like halushki. Good stuff. Now, if you're wondering why we're in the cabinet here, is because Jamie bought me some goodies. You might not be able to see them. Wait, what's this feature? Ooh, look at that. Ain't that special? So we got this little fuzzy kitty here from Salem, which I might have shown you already. Maybe not. And then I also got these little itty bitty teeny weeny yellow bikini kitty cats from Spooky Town. There was actually a set of 5, but I didn't like the other 2. It was like a jester, like a clown cat, and a lion, you know, in costumes, much like these guys. But what I was really after was the little witch cat, the pumpkin cat, and the bat cat. And they're a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be, but that's okay. I like putting them, you know, like on top of the other ceramics and stuff. Just all kind of blends in with one another, with each other. This random cat stamp. It's a black cat, so of course it's going to go into the black cat collection. This is also from Spooky Out. Like this big. I was expecting maybe, but not this big. It's like as big as my thumb. I actually like the size of my pinky here. This one lights up. You see that thing back there? Batteries in it, but it takes 3 batteries. And this cabin doesn't get a whole lot of activity, so why bother? But I like this one because it has a witch boiling alive in this cauldron with the cat, which I'm assuming the cat just committed murder, but hey. And then we got this Hello Kitty salt and pepper shaker on a skull. That's not Hello Kitty, but I guess it's one of her cats or something. I have a Hello Kitty. I got the set of 2. They were also from, what was it? It was from Marshalls, I think. I don't think I got anything at TJ Maxx. No, it was all Marshalls. And, it was like $12.99 for the 2. But I didn't really care for the Hello Kitty. It has Hello Kitty in a black cat costume sitting on top of a jack-o'-lantern. But I preferred the black cat sitting on top of the skull with the big bows. Because I figured it was more appropriate for the cabinet versus Hello Kitty, a white cat in a black cat costume. So, I don't know. But, yeah, that's what was in there. Let's go ahead and turn that light off now. If you're wondering why I got all these fancy features, it's because I'm on a completely different phone. No, my phone didn't get thrown into the trash. No. Jamie has it. And I have his phone. For whatever reason. So, I have all these fancy features. Like a Samsung Galaxy 21 or something. Or 2 or whatever. I have a Samsung Galaxy 9. So I've got all those fancy features. And we got these boxes to go through. Oh, almost forgot. Let me turn on this light. I know, we're going all over the place. I also got this, I don't even know what you want to call it. Either a stack of skulls or a skull totem pole. But it's not really like a I mean, it is, but it's not. So, more or less like a stack of skulls. That was also $39.99. I don't think that's terrible. 40, 80. We have yet to go through the rest of the flea market finds. But I need to go through this right here, right now. Because if I don't, I'm not going to get another day like this where Jamie's not around. And And I might just spoil the surprise. And you're probably wondering, Dana, you're recording on his phone. Isn't he going to see it? He's not going to take the time to sit there and watch this video. And by the time he does, I'll have it on my laptop and upload to YouTube for all of you. And probably delete it from his phone. These I got a while ago, and I've been wanting to go through them. But again, I'm going to have to wait on that because we need to go through these first. I had these two packages back like in the early summer, and then I just got these two packages. Now these are either for his birthday or for Christmas. And you're probably wondering why I keep saying birthday, Christmas, birthday, Christmas. Well, his birthday is in November. Usually lands on or around Thanksgiving. And then, well, Christmas again, so pretty close. So here I give this to him for his birthday or that to him for Christmas. So that's why I keep saying that. You know, no one really probably cares, but I just say it anyway. So I'm going to turn this camera around. Actually, yeah, this is another feature I have to do. I guess I didn't have to end the video earlier like I did to do that, but so we're going to guide this my way. Alright, get some scissors. One of the packages require scissors. Actually, all of them might, depending on. And you're probably wondering, why am I opening these? If he might come back. Well, gotta check it over. Gotta make sure everything's good. And if I'm gonna be showing the other two things I got, I might as well show you these as well. Excuse me. Wow. Now I'm not gonna take this out. I mean, I'll upload the video of him opening all this, you know, a few months from now. But you get the gist of it. This is a vintage Smiley's t-shirt, tie-dye and all that. It's pretty cool. Now it's not the Nirvana one, obviously. I got him that one too, where it's tie-dye and the face is melting and all that. But there's this one. I never seen this one with just a regular run-of-the-mill smiley face. Now you got Walmart stuff, but not this. Okay, on to one of the boxes. Now this one's pretty funny. I mean, at least to me it was funny. Okay, this is going to be difficult, huh? I just hope he gets a kick out of this one. Now I'm going to have to put these back in the boxes because, well, I got to use these boxes to wrap, you know. Wow, I didn't expect this to be so small. But then again, it was a toy back in the day. Ready for this? It's Ghost Toast. Well, actually, it's just a toaster with a piece of toast with a smiley face, you know, a happy face. But being that it's green and the face is all, like, cut out, you would think it's a Ghost Toast. And this little blow mold is made by no other than Empire Blow Molds. This was a little toaster set. It came with other little pots and pans and stuff like that. Anything you'd find in the kitchen. And, from like, what, the 60s or 70s or whatever. And you could still buy one of these. I think from when I bought this, there was at least 3 or 4 of these available, and if not with the toaster itself, and the toaster had a face on it. Now I don't know if this one ever did have a face, and then they started putting faces on the toasters, like an update, or it just wore away. The toast is kind of nicked up and stuff, but again, from use, it is old. But I think I like that a lot more because then the toast itself has the face and the toaster's just a toaster. But I just thought that was cute. Ghost Toast. That is neat. Too bad I didn't want to put a hole in it. Could be a light, you know, little lighted up toaster. Show that the toast is toasting. Oh, and here's the date. 1969. Wow. Woodstock. That's an old toaster. Alright, moving on. This is a lot. In one video, this is a lot. But you know what? I had to do it. I've been absent again. It just, you know, it's a lot to do. And I never actually have time anymore to do anything like this. Not that I'm never going to do it again. But again, it might just be another long wait. I was actually trying to accumulate a lot of things too. Can't really make a video if you have nothing to show, right? Other than what I already have, which I have done when we dusted out my cabinet. But that's old hat now, right? Now, Jamie already has a metal smiley garbage can, but he doesn't have this one. And I've been looking for this one for a long time. Again, not that they don't have this currently on eBay, right here, right now, by yourself. But I found one literally like new. The rest of them, big dents, scratches, paints, you know, flaked off. The inside of the garbage can is really dirty and nasty because, I mean, probably still nowadays people do that. You know, the little garbage cans, I know they have Pacific bags you could put in them, but who wants to do that? So you mainly just throw garbage in them and then maybe down the road wash them out in the sink or whatever. But I try to keep everything clean and preserved. So even whether it's old or new, I still put garbage bags in the little garbage cans, even if they're not for that size can. I really don't want to take this out. Again, you're going to see him unwrap all this down the road. A few months from now. But here's the gist of it. Has all these little smileys. Oh yeah, one big smiley on the front and a bunch of little smileys on the back. Well, I guess either or. Maybe you want these ones, maybe you want this one. But yeah, it's the size of it. It's oval shape on the bottom. He's gonna love this. This is like the holy grail of smiley garbage cans. Or little smiley anything, really. He is a smiley fanatic. And, well, I am too. It's just cool to think, back in the day, back like in, well, specifically the 60s and the 70s, you could go into anywhere. If not Walmart and all that, probably like your local drugstore, you know, like on the corner. Some old man running the shop with his big glasses. And like a candy shop and all that, you know, all that stuff, 5 and dime shops. And these would be littered all over the shelves. You could just take one home for what? 99 cents or something like that? Or probably even less. And now, they're just the ones that are still around are so rare, and people are asking an arm and a leg. But at the end of the day, I know it's old, but what is it? It's a garbage can. Or like toys and stuff. What are they? Toys. I know they're getting more rare and rare as time goes on, but what is it? I don't know. But it's just cool to think that all that was back then. When I tell my mom that, she's like, oh, just, that's what we had. You know, nothing special. But I guess people like myself that didn't grow up with that cool stuff, that it's like, wow. It's just so neat. What I wouldn't have given, or give, to grow up back like in the 60s and the 70s. And I know it probably wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. But I think it'd be a lot better than what we're dealing with now, 2024. Am I right? Cool things, people knew everyone. You know, just a more, I guess, carefree, simpler time. Or at least, maybe I'm talking like a hippie, but it's true. I don't know. I just think it was a cool time to live. At least for the fun stuff. Now this, I've been looking for a while too, much like everyone. This became such a big thing. And everyone was, you know, that's, yeah, again, another thing. So back in the day, you just bought something because you liked it. Much like now. But one thing becomes just so popular that everybody just gets so greedy. So greedy. And they just buy everything clean out, and then they go and sell it for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Because it's the big thing. Well, I finally got one. Maybe not from the store itself, but from someone on eBay. And man, this was cheap. Now, I don't know if the original price tag's on it, on its tag. I have yet to see. I guess I could see why they're asking lots of money. It's big. Wow, it's huge. Let's see, where's your tag? Do you even have the price on it? They have the sticker on the back of the tag, that's how I tell. Will they remove it? I guess so. Well, I'm assuming, I've seen it on the original website, if not from, the manufacturers of this, if not from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and stuff. I think right from the store, not crazy prices everyone's asking now for them like on eBay and stuff, all those scalpers or whatever they're called. I think it was either like $29.99 or $39.99. And I know you hate the $9.99. I'm just being specific. Well, like $30-$40, right? And that's not bad. I paid with shipping $80, but my offer was for $65, and they were already asking $80 something, which would have made it like $100 and something total. $65 for this, for the crazy prices everyone is asking on eBay, Mercari, just anywhere and everywhere. I don't think this was bad, especially for the size. I thought it was not as big as this, and it's huge. So $65, besides the shipping and all that, is not bad for this, for what everyone is asking. If you want a good deal, buy from this seller. I think they still have another one or two in stock. But, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take them out of the bag. But, to show you. But I finally got this. And Jamie was so devastated when he couldn't get one. I hope he likes his gift. Like, really. This must be... How high are you? I'm 5'3". If I stand this on its tippy toes, so it's basically as big as me. This is basically my skeleton, but in pillow form. I finally got, for Jamie, of course, not me, but the pillow skeleton that everyone was ranting and raving about. People are crazy. They're asking, again, for the size it is. Still, 100 is a lot, though. But people are asking, well, the other one's asking, like, $300-$400 for just one of these? That's insane. I think there's a guy on eBay for, like, a bundle of 2, he's asking, like, $1,000. It's like $500 each. So, yeah, expensive. But I got this guy for only, $65. Not terrible. Not bad at all. So, he's literally brand new. I don't know how new. I don't know where they had him stored or whatever like that. But, yeah, he's literally brand new in the box. I guess when these were online, because, if you couldn't get them in the store, you might have been able to buy them online. They were. But, he'll stay out of stock. Maybe it's not even on there anymore. But... the listing on for Marshalls or TJ Maxx and all that, but people are probably buying them up left and right online, and that's what this person did. They probably bought like 2 or 3 of them and held on to them and then shipped them. I know there's a lot of them that are listed for more than 100, probably been sitting for a while. But this one, I don't know if they sold. Usually on eBay they'll say how many they sold, but it doesn't have that option, at least that I didn't see how many they did sell prior. But I think they just started listing these from what they had. And I think they knew that if they had it lower than, of course, if you have it lower than what other people are asking, you're going to be the one to make the sale. And that's what they did. And they had to make an offer, which I was super surprised they even did. And even when sellers don't have to make an offer, I'll privately message them and see if they'll budge. But they had to make an offer, and I'm surprised they accepted my offer. So, yeah, Jamie will be ecstatic. So, probably name him Mr. Bones. So now the tedious process comes of me packing him back in there. Let's get him back in to his tomb. I didn't think this guy would be so big. I know he was a big skeleton, but not this big. Wow. That is crazy. Maybe I should put one leg up, wrap one there. Some twister going on here. And then this like that. And yeah, there we go. It's heavy too. Not super heavy, but like awkward. Because again, he's a big guy. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I could put his other gifts in this box with Mr. Bones. You see me pause every once in a while. Because it's loud when I talk to you. I'm listening to Jamie. He's driving around the old bug, and it makes quite a bit of noise, which I still probably be able to hear even with me talking, but I just don't want him to rush in, and in the process of doing this, he will ruin a great surprise. He'll be surprised nonetheless, but it's not time, darn it. It's not time to see what he got, so. It's kind of sad. Every year, the gifts get smaller and smaller, just like when you're a kid. You know, you get so many gifts because you're little, and then as you get older, the gifts get smaller and smaller and more bland and basic and stuff like that. But I just running out of options with the women. You know, that's why we're two peas in a pod. We like our old things. We like our new things, but more old things than anything. And just, like I said, there's so many of old things left out there, and pretty much hit the barrier with that. I really don't know what else to get them. Now, this would cooperate with me, it'd be nice. I like to kind of make it like sealed. Not that it's going to be exposed to anything really, other than oxygen, but, you know. There we go. Let's throw you back in. Put you like that, yeah. And then maybe I won't be able to fit anything else in here. That's alright. I want everything to be wrapped individually anyway. It's not that fun when you don't have anything else in there. Okay, now the fun process comes putting the tape back on everything. At least some things. Oh no. Oh no. Toast. That's gonna be a good one. Alright. Well, as soon as I at least cover these, slip this back in and all that stuff, we can move on to the stuff we got. My friend and I got from the flea markets. Actually, like I said, I have a box here. It was given to me from my uncle. And it has a bunch of knickknacks and stuff in it, apparently. So I want to check that out. So, I guess I'll just do it right here, where I'm at. Grab it. Okay, so I've been curious about this for a while. For probably 3 or 4 months now. Take here one minute. And let's see what all the hullabaloo was about, right? I hate when it cuts my head off like that. Alright. Let's see exactly what we have here. Apparently they're ceramic cats. It says for each month. I don't know what that's all about. out, we have a pirate cat. I don't know if that's about a month. You know, like the angels of the months and stuff, birth months. Is this an activity set? We have King Yarn. Because the pirate wouldn't be at for Jesus' birth, so you know. It's starting to look like an activity set. Who is this? This looks kind of like, well, it says the keeper on the bottom. I don't know what that is. Rejoice. You got a Christmas theme going on here, I think. Yep. Traveling shepherd. And this isn't the kitties of the months. I think this is more like an activity set. Humble farmer. King Kitty Treats. Yeah, they're the wise men, but in cat form. Yep, an activity set. We have Mama and the kitten. We got Mary, basically. Oh, it says Christmas kitties, but that's what he was telling me. Joseph. Oh, one more. I'm gonna go off on what women say. They're probably not all here. There it is. That's beautiful. And the drummer. Little drummer kitten. King Kitty Treats. Yarn or King Yarn. Innkeeper. He's not a pirate. He's the guy that wouldn't let them stay the night, so they had to stay in the barn. Mama and kitten. So I guess those came together. Adoring dad. Traveling shepherd. Humble farmer. And perfect angel. Huh. And they must be new because they might not have their original boxes, but they have foam and stuff on them. So I heard of these, but I never actually, I seen them, but I never actually had one of these in person. Guess it's a whole set. I like this Rejoice cat, but I don't know. You see the disappointment in my face, don't you? They're cool, but I don't know. Well, I guess I got a kitty cat themed nativity set now, right? It's just weird. I am a cat person, but that's just weird. So, on to the flea market stuff, maybe? Motion at my front door from my camera. Is that Jamie or is that my mom? I don't know. Guess I'll end the video there. If this is the end and not a continuation, well, I hope you enjoyed the video so far, or in general. Sorry again for the delay, but I actually have been really busy. I just haven't had the time to make any videos. And I think I do have videos, but I never uploaded them yet. Maybe I have. I don't know. I'd have to look. But, yeah, either moving on to the flea market stuff, or, well, that'll just have to be for another day and another video. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye. Dana is signing out. Well, that wasn't Jamie or my mom. And there's no more surprises. This is all stuff he's already seen, so nothing would be spoiled. So let's continue. So this is some of the other stuff I got from the flea market, besides the low mold cat and pumpkin and yada yada yada. I got this. And I'm not going in order of what I got first and stuff. Too much to keep track of. Plus the phone's at 15%. Let's see how long we can make this video last, right? We got this thing. This is from Spencer's back in the 90s. That's another thing. I didn't go over years and dates of other things, but that's what it is. You get the gist of it. If you're watching a channel like this, you should already know at least the majority of how old certain things are and not. It's pretty beat in rough shape, but it does work. Was ran. Only paid $15. The guy wanted, he wanted 20. So I said 10, and he said 12, and I paid him 12. I don't know why he wanted the extra $2, but hey. So I bought this. Oh, and the, I already said what those were, 20 and 20. The lady wanted, 25 each, but I said if you were to sell the both of them to me, would you do 40? 20 each. So that would have been, what, $50? Yeah, 25, 50, yep. I got this alien drinking cup from the year 1999. It is missing its straw, but at least he has his lid. It's not broken or anything. I gave him a wash. So that's pretty cool. Jamie's always looking at them, but he never buys them. What's that noise? Cats. So along with the little Chalkware burger bank thingamajigger, the paper skeleton, and this. Now he's back. I just love how that works. And this. I think I paid $15. So technically I got one of them free. I'm guessing the skeleton. That was beat. So he pretty much, I guess, a bonus. This needs a bath. And it needs to be reblown, but and then I guess the rest will stay for another day. Because now he's back. It's weird and awkward, so let's continue. Hi everyone. So this is a continuation of the, well, first half of the video. As I say to the first video, but this is all going to be within the same video, just about, well, a week later before uploading it. So I'm in the hot attic, roasting my rear end off, just to show you this one thing, this one and only thing. Actually, two things, because I'm not sure if I've shown you yet in the other video. The beginning half of the video. Sorry. I'm all over the place. So, got this tiger. He might have been, actually, yeah, I did show you this guy. But he was, like, really deflated, and I blew him up. He makes, like, a squeaky sound. So, this is his final resting place, the attic. The really hot attic. But I wish I knew where to actually properly put something like that with the things I collect. But hey, I like them, but I'm not sure where else I could actually put them. So I decorated downstairs. That's why all the smileys are here. If you watched my videos before, you know I have a bunch of smileys on my cabinet with all my ceramic kitty cats inside it. I move them up in the attic like so when the holidays roll around. And then they all go back into their final resting place. Alright. So, there's this local mom and pop like tool slash, I guess, decoration shop. More or less tools and stuff, but they do have a separate section for like decorations and, you know, household items like, I don't know, like brooms and blenders. So I picked this up, and something else, which is downstairs. Oop, losing my balance. Aren't these the cutest things? They're little pumpkin scarecrow lights to hang outside your porch. So just looking at this, you can already tell, you don't get cool things like this anymore, right? Well, I go to look at the back of it, and what do you see there? $19.99. Ain't that cool? There was only one bag, so I don't know if this was the only one they had out, or they had more, but who wouldn't buy these? These are, like, super cute. For only $9.99. And at the time, they were probably only a whopping, they were from, like, the Walmart or the Kmart or whatever, like, maybe like $5 or so. But 10's not bad, so I can't complain. Alright, moving on to the second floor. Alright, this was the other thing I got along with that for $1.99, $2, $10, so $12 for everything. They had a whole bunch of these. They had ones where the candies were like the same color and everything, but they were like squared, and then they had these ones where they were like circular, and I thought these looked better than the ones that were squared because they looked too like big and bulky and stupid. This all kind of just blended in. Fixed his eye. Now there's no date on this, but I'm just going to assume it's probably from like, I don't know, is there a date? No, from probably like the 90s. It's like these two guys I got from a local indoor flea market of mine, and they also were new, old stock. They had the this is almost like a plastic. They had like a cardboard thing that they were on, and I went ahead and I put those away. Wasn't about to throw them out, but this one's still on here. Plan to wear that because it's spooky season, All right, moving on to the next thing. Sorry I don't really have everything, like, out and about like I usually do, like, in one big show and tell, so to speak, thing, but, by the time I get around to making the video, actually making the video, it's like, it gets overwhelming with how much stuff I have all in one place, so I kind of just gotta go and put it in its new home, I guess, and, wait to do a video. And then I have to run around the house to go and show everyone what I got. And then I got this at a, what was it? It was Cat's Antiques in Pennsylvania, like on like literally the border of Philadelphia. So yeah, I got this little guy. Ain't he cute? Now, he has no brand or date, but, most people on eBay, well, that's about, like, probably worth about $500, and I'm gonna say it's about from, like, early 1900s, but I don't think so. I think it's probably from maybe, like, the 90s or whatever. I could be completely wrong, but I'm saying just by looking at it, feeling it, like, it's like a primitive type style. That stuff where they make it look like really worn and old, but it's not. It was literally just made the other day or that past week, like folk art. It's kind of what I'm thinking this is. Yeah, its whiskers are rusted, and they might have already been like that, or maybe they just got rusted from wherever they were at, somewhere wet and damp beforehand, but I'm gonna say this is probably from like 90s, 80s, 90s, something like that. Probably like the 90s, maybe even the 2000s, somewhere around that ballpark. I don't know. I'm not a historian or whatever, but cat, black cat, witch hat. Cute, ain't it? Couldn't pass it up. Now, I would have liked if the eyes were like glass. Like some little ceramic kitty cats and stuff have little, like, almost like doll eyes, plastic or like glass and glass, stuff like that. But it's okay with it all painted on stuff. Couldn't ask much more for a little black cat figurine. He was $8. I don't think that's bad for him. The reason he's on the sink is because I did wash him. He wasn't dirty at all. He's actually pretty clean, but I think that's just my OCD way about me. I had to clean him. And then I'm going to try and squeeze him into my cabinet with all my other black cats. But the piece to resistance of this whole entire video is these two things I have over to the left of me. And then I got some bagged goodies, which I was supposed to show within the video. But then Jamie got home and thought it'd be awkward, so, you know. I decided to scrap that in the moment. But we're going to get back to that right here, right now. As soon as I go and show you these cool and awesome finds. Yeah, look at that. Got me a big Mr. Pumpkin. So I have a bunch of big Mr. Pumpkins, as you know. I got the one from Long Island in the bedroom. I got this other one that I got off eBay up in the attic, collecting dust. Well, much like everything. Whether it's in the attic or not, it's still collecting dust. But, you know, it's not really seen, though. That's the problem. I don't have enough room for all this stuff. But I somehow make it work. But, yeah, I finally got a giant stuffed pumpkin, which is actually like a pumpkin with the little arms and legs sticking out from it. So I thought that was pretty neat. I actually seen him on Marketplace. That's how I found out about this shop. And we made a day out of it. We went and got ourselves some, Jamie and I, some Philly cheesesteaks. Good stuff. So, yeah, I got Mr. Pumpkin. He was the most weirdest number known to man, $24.95. Not $24.99, not 24, not even 20, but $24.95. But he was totally worth it. I noticed before I cut it off, well, I already did cut it off. You don't see it now. But on his arm here, he still had a green tag. So I'm just assuming he was picked up from their, local Goodwill or something. Something like that, some thrift store. And they probably paid only a fraction of the price, I'm sure. But for something big like this at the Goodwill or even like the Salvation Army, I saw them charging like $8, $10. And for what it is and all that, it's not terrible. I probably would have paid at least $20, but I just got it. So they weren't budging on the price at all, but whatever. $4.95 extra on top of $20. Not terrible. And then this guy right here is Rudolph, this creepy looking Rudolph. Made out of paper mache. He's not in the best shape, but I had to have him. So I have this giant paper mache snowman from I'm assuming like the 60s or 70s or whatever. And I did a video of him in the earlier starts, at the beginning of my broken YouTube channel. And I unboxed them and stuff like that. And I'm like, he must be lonely. You don't find too many things like in this size made out of paper mache. It's usually little dinky things. So, and lo and behold, we got ourselves a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And you know what? I wouldn't have bought him. I wouldn't have bought him if his nose didn't light up. If he was just as he currently is, with, a nose that didn't light up, basically just all paper mache from his nose to his hooves, I probably wouldn't have bought him. But the fact that his nose lit up made it all worth the while. So he was 2 hours out in PA to the people I bought him off of. And, I think I paid $100 for him. They were asking $135. They originally had him listed at $150. And I said, would you do $100? And they said yes, but no lower than that. But it's like, I already said, would you just do $100? I'm not going to keep going down after basically just already offered you $100, but okay. But they were nice, so whatever. But, got a Rudolph. I fixed his bow. It was all undone. I'd probably give him a new one, honestly. Look at that. But it kind of fits, kind of suits him. I mean, look at him. It's all a mess. This ear's broken. But I figured either basically just leave it as it is or attempt to fix it. I know what you guys want to see. You want to see him get plugged in. So that's what we're going to do. Gonna put him right over the rust, man. Yeah. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? So, yep, that's Rudolph, Mr. Pumpkin. And you're probably thinking, well, Halloween's right around the corner, Dana. You really gonna have these two out? Heck yeah. Because, between you and me and the rest of the world, I really don't have a whole lot of room in my attic. At least not at the moment, so I'm just gonna keep him here with this buddy, Mr. Pumpkin. As you can see, they became very good friends. But, yeah, that Rudolph looks pretty demented. You know the videos, I don't know his name, but the guy that voices, Chris from, Smiling Friends. He's also on Only Plays and stuff like that. You know that really weird rendition of Rudolph, where his nose is like abnormally overgrown. Almost, well, it's like a tumor, ain't it? Yeah. It's not even like his nose anymore. He's like constantly in pain. Well, that's kind of what this reminds me of. I mean, look at him. Can't look at that monstrosity with a straight face, but you know, I couldn't not have him, so I brought him home. Oh, and speaking of the fillies, so I mean, I had from the Overbrook in Philadelphia, I had their filly before. Actually, it was my first filly. I was always like, ugh, Philly cheesesteak, ugh. You know, like, yeah, just didn't look very appetizing. But after I tried it, I was like, what was I missing all these years, you know? So we finally went back to Philly. Like I said, we made a day of it. Went not only to go and pick up these two things, but, oh, actually there's three things, but, almost forgot. But, we went back to the Overbrook and, Pizzeria and, what's the other one? Pat's Kings of Philly cheesesteak, or whatever it was. Because, Jamie's been getting into a lot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it's actually a really good show. When I was a kid and it used to come on late at night, I was like, sucks. Where's the cartoons? But they went off for the night because it was late, so all the like sitcoms and stuff would come on. And as I got older, and you know, when you get older, you start to understand a lot of the jokes more and stuff like that, the little hidden innuendos, just like in the cartoons of like SpongeBob and whatnot. The show is actually really funny. And he mentioned, you know, the Philly cheesesteaks, and he grew up going to that one, the Overbrook. And we went there, and we came back with like 6 Philly cheesesteaks. But, yeah, you should go and try it out. It's really good there. They are the best of Philly. But, this is the other one I got. This is by Kelly Toys. So this, oh yeah, and the other pumpkin, I'm gonna assume they're from like 90s or whatever. Me and my dates, right? I feel like kind of an idiot with the dates. I went with the black cat. I honestly don't know, but I'm just saying he looks like one of those primitive things, like more modern. I'm gonna say 90s, early 2000s, not the 80s, but I could be wrong. So, you know, sue me, right? But, this guy was just really weird. Look at his little purple feet and hands. But he's a pumpkin, and I love the patterns. Yeah, little, patchwork like body he has. It's cool. It's like a pumpkin on a pumpkin, because this is like a pumpkin, and then his head's a pumpkin, and, you know, little pumpkin man. I thought he was really cute. Seller was asking $18 for him, but apparently there was a discount on him. Out of everything else, there was only a discount on just this one guy, and I think it brought it down to 18, maybe like $10, but that's still not bad. You know, you gotta compare the prices. I mean, I do that all the time. If it's cheaper on eBay with shipping and stuff, I'll go for it. But if it's cheaper at the antique store of all places, or like the thrift store and stuff, versus what they're asking for, whatever, on eBay, plus shipping and all that, you know, vice versa. But that wasn't bad for him. I actually never seen him before, nor have I ever seen him. Or him. Or even him. Also, you like my, what's it called? Latest fashion, Jessica Simpson one shade glasses. Yeah, they fell off my face right on the boardwalk a few years back. And now the shade falls out every time. I could still wear them, but if they were to drop again, then the shade falls out. I can glue it, but I don't know. I'm afraid if I glue it, it's going to mess up the plastic or something, so I just live with it. They are my favorite sunshades, though. $30, gosh darn it. $30, you think they make them better, but they are, at the end of the day, nothing more than just plastic sunshades by Jessica Simpson. So, you know, if anything, you're paying for the name versus the actual eyewear. But hey, I still thought they were nice. So, let's finally get to these bags. And then we can end the video there. Could finally put this video to rest. I could find the light switch. Now, I'm not sure if I already shown you these guys, but down here. Alright. Hello. Boy, I just keep losing hair. What a pain. Combed my hair, and you swear the comb would take it all out, but guess not. I just vacuumed, so I want to just drop it on the floor there. Alright, starting with the two big things. And I might have already shown these guys, but I'm not sure. So we got Midnight Cat from Hallmark. Again, no specific date. I'm gonna say 90s, 2000s, something like that. Because he's not that old, but who knows. Smells clean. Well, not fresh, but not dirty. He's really cute. I think I got him for only $5 at Leesport in PA. And then I got this guy for like $2. So I still have mine from when I was brought into the world all those years ago. I got this, I guess apparently it's called a, what is it? I don't know why I want to say it's like a PJ sleeping baby. I don't even know. A stuffy baby. But it's like, well, as you could see, like for a baby. Like almost like they made this TY collection, or like, I can't even think right now. TY collection line of baby safe Beanie Baby plushies. It's a mouthful, I know. But I finally got one. I mean, I'm sure they were all over eBay, but just wasn't on my mind at the moment to go and look for one. So when I found this guy at the flea market in the good shape that he's in, I mean, he's literally clean. He's like new for how old he is. 96. And he has one of those plastic thingies on his tag and all that. So he's like brand new off the lot. Like a car. That's a pretty slow car. But I had to have one in like in good condition versus the one I had when I was growing up. There's stains on him. He doesn't have his tag anymore. He's beat. I played with him, you know, like every kid basically does. But then I go around and I'll find things that I did grow up with that I destroyed and still have sitting there buried away. And I'll find one that's like in mint condition, and I'll put that away too. I'm not making this any better for myself, ain't I? So all together, I got 5, 6, 7. So we got $7 worth of plushies here. Not terrible. So I got those, both from Beesport. And then all these goodies. Now, I probably showed this guy too before because it sounds familiar. It sounds like a deja vu moment to me. I have a tiger like this. Similar, but not quite. My mom got me a long time ago at like a little dinky antique store somewhere like in Scranton. And I believe it's still there, but you know, like there's those places where you know they're just never gonna update it, like they're never gonna restock it with anything like really new, fresh and exciting. It's just one of those places you go to once and that's it. You never go there again. Well, I never been there since then, but she bought me a ceramic tiger, and then I got this one. It's more beefy. The other one's like very just round and plain. This one actually has like some like more depth and detail to it. I know I'm so far away from the camera, I'm not thinking. Because I feel like when I look here, I'm looking in a mirror. When I look in the lens, I'm looking at you. I don't know. No one said I was a professional with this. I paid $5 for him. And then both from Leesport and Hometown. So my friend Rose and I went, and she was going through all these bins. And growing up, you know, as a little kid, and much like still nowadays with little kids, they run to these bins and stuff because there's these little toys, and they might be beat up and missing pieces and dirty and all that other fun stuff, and they don't care. They just want it. It's a toy. It's something, you know, you just see in the moment and you want it. You have to have that, or you're gonna throw a temper tantrum. You know, one of those things. So I never really bothered to go in those. There's this one booth in Homestown that Jamie and I periodically peek in every now and then, because you might find some cool things like the ghost I got for Jamie, Scooby-Doo ghosts and stuff. Like more like they're toys for kids, but they're almost like toys for adults too. Like, but a lot of these bins are like for like little kids, like stuff you wouldn't even bother. You're like, I'm looking for stuff like this, you know, 'cause I'm an adult, you know, but I still have the child in me. As you know, with all my stuffed animals and stuff, I'm never going to really grow out of that. I mean, my grandma, who was in her 80s, she had stuff like that. She grew up in the Great Depression, so I could see that was one of the reasons why she wanted to fill in that void with all her toys and dolls and knickknacks and stuff like that. She had only, I think she told me she only had one doll and 3 dresses growing up. Look at us now. Boy, we are spoiled. I wish my grandma could have had a better life as a kid growing up. And she said it was decent for the most part. You know, back in those days, it wasn't all about materialistic items. It was about family and friends and just living your life. Now, we're spoiled beyond belief. We just can't help ourselves. But because of the way I was raised around my grandma and stuff like that, I think that's kind of the reason why I am the way I am. Which is not a bad thing. You know, you like what you like, right? Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep all of this. I think, because, you know, why pick up one thing and they're going to throw out like $10 for just this when you can get a bunch of things, like the whole lot for like $10 or whatever. So Rose was picking out a bunch of like little pet shops and stuff like that, and I think he charged her like $20. And then I was going to be charged $10 for what I picked out, which was just a bunch of these little animal figures, not like things that might actually be worth some money. He was throwing out like $10 at me, and I said, after I dig through all that, because I was trying, you know, my best to keep up with her. I didn't want to just stand there hovering around all awkwardly and, you know, like kind of giving her the vibes like, just let's hurry along, let's continue looking around. But I'm like, you know what, the heck with it. I'm gonna look too, you know. So I did, and I found a bunch of these little animals and stuff. There was a lot more. There was a whole thing of them, but I was just picking out specific ones, like mainly like cats and stuff. I clean them all out of like cats and stuff. So he was throwing $10 around. I was thinking more like $4 or $5 possibly for everything. And then I was like, I don't think so. That's just insane for what it is. Especially even what she paid. I'd say even $10 for her. I mean, they were beat. Used, abused, but hey. She said at least 20 was fair for what she got. It's what it is. Me, 10, no. So he didn't want to lose a sale. He says, all right, 5. And I'm like, that's better. So I got a bunch of these little animals for $5. And then for the other things, at the other place, because the first was Sleesport and then Homestown, Rose included everything that I picked out along with what she picked out, and it came to like $25. I was like 20, and he just wasn't budging, so 25. But she actually did get some other things besides Little's Pet Shop and stuff, like from when we grew up, like in the 2000s and whatnot. She had like a lot of toys that were from like, well, the 80s and stuff, and with the condition she got them in, what they're asking for online wasn't that, I guess. So, and then I got some of these other little trinkets, which only came to $4. They're like 50 cents a piece, but some of the items were really just really small and obscure, and they were gonna charge me like $6, so I talked them down to $4, something like that. So I know you're judging me. You're like, ooh, what a cheapity cheap. But, you know, nowadays you kind of gotta be. But they still got their money. They lost $1 or $2 with what they were raking in. There was people left and right sorting through all these boxes and containers alongside us. And he was like 20, 30. So I'd say he wasn't doing half bad. But anywho, yeah, a lot of this I'm gonna keep. Some of it I'm not gonna keep. And again, I don't like 6. Then that makes me feel like a jerk or sound like a jerk. But majority of it I am gonna keep. I actually got a lot of these animals to fill into a jar. I figured it'd be a fun project, so it's kind of what I was gonna do. I was gonna make a separate video of me cleaning them, like with the toothbrush and all, because I know that could be satisfying to a lot of you, myself included. So these are what I got separately. Got a lion, tiger. I'm just gonna sort them out right here. More tigers. I'll do a point of view thing here, so I'll just sprawl them out while I'm going around here. I got a lot of Black Panthers. Just anything cat related. A bobcat. Got a little bobcat. That was separate. Let's see. I got these gray cats here. Some other cats. A cheetah. Actually, there's another cheetah here. I got a flamingo and a tree frog. I got a jack. You know what? For Jamie. I got this weird deer looking thing. I don't know, I just like the paint on them. There's a bunch of other ones, but I like that one. It looks like we got a lion's cub. It's a little tail. A little tuxedo kitty. Some bunny rabbits. The Target dog. Feels kind of like a Monopoly piece. A teddy bear. Could have belonged to a Barbie or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh. Got more tigers and stuff like that. This weird looking one. He's older, I'm guessing. And that was it for that lot. That was the $5. The $5 lot. And then we have these items, which was $4. This one's missing its hair, but that's alright. Beady looking eyes. Got a bride. And a baby boy. Got a Teletubbies candle. Never been used, but very nicked up, whatnot. And a random little pumpkin with 2 little squirrels. One's holding an acorn, one has nothing. I figured it'd be cute to put them with the pumpkin like this, you know. And I was given these from Rose, a little strawberry shortcake doll, and a buttercup from 2000. It's a cake topper, apparently. And then from the other lot, which was all included with the $25, was this Minnie Mouse. See what I mean? They need a good cleanup. Look at that. You can just see that even in the camera. It's the way she has her tag, right? Apparently she was $1.75 at one time. Probably at the Disney shop, because that's what it looks like. Has the little Mickey Mouse face on the price tag even. Got Minnie. Oh, these were included for another. No, were these? I don't know. Got these little fishies. I think they were included for this lot, the little bride and the Teletubby candle and stuff like that. But moving back on with the Minnie Mouse and stuff, we have these 2 rubber toys. We got Mother Goose and this frog, and there's supposed to be a Peter Rabbit, but only these 2 are there available. They're from 1976, so I thought that was cool. This Minnie Mouse, I believe, is from 70s too. This is from, I think, the early 80s. There's supposed to be a girl one too, just the boy one for now. Got this little cat and this little cat. They were actually with this lot, the $5 lot. 5, 4, 25. Got one of these McDonald's toys. She's missing her headphones. You know, skating, listening to music. I never had one of those Fry Guys. Thought that was pretty cool. We have we got little people, a Goofy and a Donald Duck. There's also a Mickey and a Minnie, but he didn't have those. There's this guy, which I think is a pencil topper. It's a Mickey Mouse. I think it goes on top of your pencil. Got a very, very, very dirty little Minnie Mouse figure, as you can see. She really needs a cleaning. Got a Betty Boop hula girl. Was once a keychain. At least she still has her little eye hook in her head, so I could just reattach her to whenever. Got these 2 troll dolls. One in green, one in purple. Big and small. And last but not least, this thing. Now, I thought this was just a little old teddy bear bell. See, it's a little teddy bear. After finding out, it belonged to a teething ring. It used to be connected to a teething ring for a baby back like in the, what was it, the 30s or the 40s. So this guy's actually pretty old. And apparently very rare. You know, everything's rare. So, here's the point of view now. Of everything. Kind of reminds me of that one cat from Bob the Builder, the blue one, but he's not blue, so, you know, it's not gonna work. Yeah, well, now that's officially the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry I'm all over the place and sound like a spaz, but it is what it is when things get really elongated. You know, not just doing it right there and then like a video. When it gets really long in the tooth, it's like, okay, where was I? You know? Well, I hope to see you all again, and thank you for watching the video and all my other videos too. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. And I forgot to show this. I was actually going to show this after I showed you guys the skeleton, and then it completely faded away from my mind. It's called the Stinging Bug. Got it for Jamie, but
guess what, Squidward? We stink.
Doesn't like the color. But you know what?
You know me with colors, with those colors.
Who cares? It's a classic bug nonetheless.
I don't even like your 69 because it's green.
It's beautiful.
No, it's not.
Anyway, you don't usually see any of these little antique cars, these little toy Beetle cars with a, what is it, a sunroof? And it still has its original sticker on it, so I think that's pretty cool. It's Barbie pink. And there's the other ones. Well, that's it. Figure I'd show you that.